Welcome back. I'm the Numismaniac, and welcome to History Through Canadian Coinage. And today, we're going to look at the 1881 H penny and some of the events that happened with the penny during that time frame. What went on during those years? 1881. Well, the one thing that's interesting, I mentioned 1881 had an H on it, which was a mint mark that's centered under the date. And that was from the Heaton Mint that was located in Birmingham, England, where they were produced. There were only 1 million of them made. So they're few and far between these days, and they're quite a nice item to have. So, 1881. Well, the census found that Canada's population was only 4,324,810 people. Not too many. Queen Victoria was still our queen. Our Governor General was John Campbell. He was the Marquis of Lorne. Our Prime Minister was John A. Macdonald. He got in for another term. We had the Chief Justice William Johnson Ritchie. He was out of New Brunswick. And this was the Fourth Parliament. During 1881, the interprovincial bridge, which I've walked over, connecting Ottawa to Hull, Quebec, opened up. It's quite an interesting looking bridge. In the United States, John Garfield was sworn as the 20th President of the United States. And that was on March 4th. By July 2nd, John Garfield was assassinated. So a very short time in office. He was shot by a lawyer by the name of Charles J. Goodloe in Washington, D.C. The wound infected, and actually our President Garfield actually died on the 19th of September of 1881. So that's September 20th. They had a new president, Chester A. Arthur, who was sworn in. During 1881, Billy the Kid was shot and killed by Pat Garrett outside Fort Sumner, New Mexico. We also had the issue with the Indian Wars, which we covered before, but the Sioux chief Sitting Bull left Canada and surrendered his people in the United States at Fort Beaufort in Montana. Now, in Europe, the town of Godalming in England was actually the first town to have streets illuminated by electric light. That is very cool to actually think that actually the first place was in England. On a sad note, during 1881, pogroms were going on in Russia. And pogrom is dealing with anti-Semitism, and of course, anti-Semitism has been going on for millennia, and it was not just the problems during World War II, but it extended way beyond that. And it was a large-scale rioting of anti-Jewish people who swept through Western Imperial Russia in what was Ukraine and Poland. And that went on from 1881 all the way to 1884. So essentially, they were blaming the Jewish people for the assassination of Tsar Alexander II. Essentially, they were foreign influence agents, they said, which was not true. In 1881, the First Boer War came to an end. A lot of people don't know that there were two Boer Wars. So a lot of people don't even know there was a Boer War. But the First Boer War ended in 1881, and the Canadian Pacific Railway was incorporated in 1881. Now that's a cool. I've been in and around CNCP for my whole life, and the railway was actually first built to provide service between Eastern Canada and British Columbia. And it took from 1881 to 1885, and it connected with the Ottawa Valley and Georgian Bay areas that were built earlier. So it's quite an interesting story. you should read the story about Canada's first transcontinental railway, Canadian Pacific. So, and that's it. A lot of things happened during the time that this penny was minted and distributed across Canada and Lord knows where else, because it's probably traveled everywhere. So, thank you for spending time with me. I'm the Numismaniac, like I said, and I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. Lovely place. And I want to thank you for watching my channel. And please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day.